guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's up? It's Fox like Karma, Karma the Fox, Cameo the Done, yada dun dada. However you want to know me, it is your girl. And as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing our Boxycharm best and worst products. I know it's been a minute since I've like really been here consistently, but we're back, girl. Let's talk about it. Let's get it done. So I subscribed to Boxycharm in January 2021, and I've gotten all 12 boxes, all 12 of the base boxes. We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about the products that came in all 12 of those boxes, my best and worst products from each of those boxes. If you guys would like to know my best and worst, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the post notification bell so you can be a part of the gang. For those of you that don't know, Boxycharm is a subscription service where you can get makeup products, skincare, and tools for only $25. And actually, when I first signed up for Boxycharm last year, it was $25. However, I've noticed that every time they deduct the money, it's looking more like $30 these days. It'll say $27.99, but I just chalked it up to these boxes are now about $30, and I'm assuming it's because of like everything that's going on, inflation and things like that. I'm not going to be featuring every product that I've gotten in last year's Boxycharm boxes. I'm actually more obsessed with the skincare that they provide in these boxes than anything. The skincare is next level in my opinion. If you guys are gonna jump into Boxycharm, one, skincare is super expensive, so I would say you're definitely going to be able to build your skincare collection. Not to keep talking you guys' ear off, let's go ahead and get started. And I am just gonna start this one off with my all-time favorite product that I've ever gotten from Boxycharm, and I literally still stand by this. ShesFeaux Botanical Apple Lip Balm Mask. I cannot have enough of this stuff. When I first got this, I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up loving it so much to where I went on the pop-up shop from Boxycharm. And that's another thing for those of you that don't know, Boxycharm has a pop-up shop every month, and you can shop all of the products for literally 70 to 80% off. I went on the pop-up shop and ordered like 5 of these. It leaves my lips super moisturized, really juicy, really hydrated, and I also bite my lip a lot. Since I've been using this, my lip heals a lot faster. This is definitely one of the products that I'm going to always be purchasing. This retails for $25. I got it in the pop-up shop for $5 after I got it in my Boxycharm box. So yeah, this next product I featured in one of my last 2 Boxycharm boxes. I can't remember if it was November or December. Oddly enough, since I got it, I've been loving it. It has made a significant difference in the way that I do my eyeshadow. I just knew I had to feature this Ace Beauty eyeshadow primer base. I don't know what to say about this. All I know is it's super tacky, and it literally holds my eyeshadow on for the longest, and it makes my eyeshadow just stand out and stick out a lot more. I cannot remember the price of this particular product because, like I said, I just got it, so I just recently started using it. However, I'll leave the price to this item somewhere down below here. I'll just make sure I leave the price to all of the items somewhere down below on the screen. So another item that I'm going to feature, it actually came as a duo. I literally only use this one thing over and over and over. I don't actually use the other item that came with it. This is the Half Caked Duo Fiber Stippling Brush. This is a blush brush. This is the 813. It came with a blush. The blush is okay, but it's not my favorite. I really love the way that this applies my blush and highlighter. This retail as a set together for $22. It is kind of affordable in my opinion because you're going to be getting a blush and a brush. I'm not sure how much these cost individually. Actually put any highlighter on. I'm going to go ahead and slap some highlighter on really quick. I'm just going to be taking one of the highlighters from one of my not so favorite palettes, and I'm not going to show you guys, or I'm not going to tell you guys until I get around to my worst Boxycharm products. You can literally see why it's like one of the worst. Next, I didn't actually get in one of my Boxycharm boxes. I felt like it was necessary for me to feature this product because I use it so much, and it's also one of the great things about having a Boxycharm subscription. Fenty Foundation. This is the hydrating foundation, the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 420. I was really surprised when I saw that they had this on their website. I purchased this from one of the pop-up shops. I want to say this was about $18, and I think in stores it's a little bit over that, maybe about $30. I use this so often that I just couldn't not add it in this video. Next is one of those products that are gonna surprise me, and if you guys have watched this Boxycharm video, you're probably gonna be surprised as well. The Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. Now when I first got this, I was like, why? You know, it was interesting. I wanted to try it because the formula looked really lush, but it was too dark, so I couldn't use it as a tinted moisturizer. However, I actually like to use it as a bronzer, a cream or liquid bronzer, because it just really gives my makeup a nice glow from within look. Next, I'm going to be featuring this Jezebel Beauty liner. I like this a lot, okay? I think I got this in my, I want to say my October Boxycharm, September or October. I really love this because the stamp that they have on the end of it for your wing liner is literally a lifesaver. And then they have this really good liner tip right here. It's like a sponge tip, because when I got it, I didn't demo it then. Okay, so here's just what the stamp looks like. Stamp where you would want your wing liner to stop, and I just kind of scrape it back and boom, literally stamp it. And I just like to drag it just to make sure I get it. You see that though? It makes it so perfect. Next, I want to feature a product that I don't actually have on hand with me. It was the Spongella Cherry Tonka Mask. It was a body washed infused sponge. It was actually one of my first original favorites that I got in my Boxycharm box. I didn't repurchase it because I don't know. Those things are like literally goals, and it also retails for $20, so it's not that expensive, and it also lasts for a long time. I remember it took me about a month to get rid of. We're gonna be moving into one of my favorite skincare items ever. Well, that's a lie, that's a lie. Like, a lot of the skincare I really love, and to be honest, it was hard for me to even make it this small. Saturday Skin Yuzu Vitamin C Mask, and this is just what it looks like. You guys may or may not remember me getting this in my Boxycharm. This retails for $29, you guys, and that is hands down one of my favorite masks. I recommend that you put it on when you're going to sleep. I realize when I wear that, I wake up and my face is really hydrated and really juicy. The vitamin C, it feels like it leaves my skin kind of glowy. Also, I like the True and Luscious Flower Dose Eye Plumping. This is supposed to be for your under eye and your lips. I don't use it for my lips at all, but I do use this religiously for under my eyes. Like when I wake up and do my skincare, I like to steam with this under my eye, and it really does a great job plumping under your eye if you are one of those people like me that really wake up on the wrong side of the bed every morning. Next, you guys probably already knew I was going to be featuring this, the Banana Souffle Moisturizing Cream. You guys, as you can tell, look how much I have in there. I use this religiously. I use that like every day. I try not to use it every day, but I end up using it every day. This retails for $39, you guys. It's honestly one of the items that I'm gonna always purchase. Y'all, speaking of glow recipe, I wanna go ahead and throw in the Watermelon Glow Drops. this video would not be the same if I didn't feature this. If you couldn't tell, I really love moisturizers that leave my skin looking and feeling super juicy. I like when products go on my skin and they feel really tacky and clean. I feel like it's a good product if I can go to sleep, wake up, and my skin still feels like that. Feels like what it felt like when I first put the product on. That's my definition of a good product. I feel like this gives me that all the time. When I use these two in combination together, for whatever reason, it's like a long-lasting, dewy, glow-like look. One of those things that you have to try for yourself in order to understand what I'm talking about. If you ever tried a lip plumper, this is like a skin plumper combination thing. Those dewy drops retail for $39. Moving on. Hey you guys, so next I want to feature the Pharmacy Honey Grail face oil. It's a thick consistency. The oil is infused with aloe almost. That's just kind of what it feels like. If you guys ever use aloe as a mask, then you'll know what the example that I'm trying to give. It's almost like this is kind of tightening to the skin, but it also is very glowy. I like to use this in combination with the Glow Recipe products that I was telling you guys about. Together just does wonders for me and my skin personally. I have combination skin. That Pharmacy oil retails for $48, and that's also a product that I know I'm going to always purchase. I had to feature the Dermalex Outcrease Retinol Serum. You guys, when I tell you, this is one of my favorite serums. I use this serum with other serums throughout my skincare. However, sometimes the retinol kind of makes my skin feel really tingly. This doesn't do that. It also has like a dry oil feel. So in comparison, this serum, it's like an oily, like a dry oil, versus this one, it's like a really thick face oil. And so if we're comparing it to other serums are more watery kind of. This one feels really, it doesn't feel really oily, but it's more of like an oil base. I have really been loving the Maven Beauty setting spray. This has to be one of the best hydrating setting sprays that I've gotten in my Boxycharm boxes. One, I like the rose water. I like the smell of it. It just feels a lot more refreshing. And I feel like that's what setting spray is supposed to do. So check on my list. Okay, you guys, so I couldn't end my favorites without at least giving you guys an eyeshadow palette to go with. And so I personally have been loving the Kaam-ZZLSZKUU Day and Night eyeshadow palette. Speaks for itself, day and night. I like that you can do daytime looks, nighttime looks. This can literally be your everyday palette year round. It has a decent amount of colors for you guys to play with. This retails for $52. It is kind of pricey, but the formula is really good. And last but not least, for my favorites, I almost was going to leave this out of this video, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys. It is the Alamar Cosmetics blush palette. The reason why I had to feature this, I had no idea about Alamar Cosmetics until I watched Colorful Camille. She got one of these in her Boxycharm, but she had got the contour in her Boxycharm box, the contour palette. So because she got that contour palette was just so cute, I went out and purchased it from the Alamar website, only for Boxycharm to turn around and put the blush palette in my box the next month. I really like the color selection in the palette, and also the formula is really nice, not too chalky. That is it for all of my favorites. I loved all of those, and I can't really rank them from most favorite to my least favorite. Just know that I love them all, and I have been using them religiously. Let me show you guys my worst. When I say my worst, I'm just gonna say compared to all of the things that I've gotten in Boxycharm, these are literally my least favorite. Not that they are bad products or formulas or something like that. It just maybe didn't work for me, or I just simply don't like it. Let's start with the eyes. That's pretty much majority of everything that I have for my worst. Starting out, the Tint Brightening Eye Cream is a no. It's just gonna be a no. It looks so gray. And even when I tried it out, because I'm like, okay, let me just try it before I make this video. even when I tried it and then I went ahead and put concealer on over, it just made my makeup look no. So I really feel like this was just a waste. I'm actually just gonna put 2 of them up right now, and that is the Molly Evercolor eyeshadow stick right here, the Pinky Rose eyeshadow stick. So I was sent 2 of these. They had a lighter color, it was called Hip Hop, and Hip Hop was a color that I like to use for like an eye base. It's not my favorite, but it's not my worst, so I didn't feature it in this video. But this one is my worst. Like, I don't like the color. I just feel like, you know, the color is just not a color that I personally, even though it kind of looked like my makeup today, no girl, I don't really care for the color, and that's why it's one of my worst. You have to be very strategic about what colors you put in the eyeshadow stick. It has to be colors that, 1, pop, and 2, people are gonna want to use. I wouldn't put a brown in an eyeshadow stick. To me, that just doesn't make sense, because I think of eyeshadow stick, I don't know, it's kind of metallic-y, so maybe that's why they did it, I don't know. But this is a no-go. I mean, I don't like the color on this one as well. It's giving old lady. I tried to use it in a makeup look, and I don't like the way it works with other eyeshadows. It's gonna be a no. Once I've played around with it a lot more, I ended up just really not liking it or caring for it at all. I just don't know what they were thinking putting something like this in my box, but it's a pink pearl shimmer finish. So it's from Jecca Black. Now, I like Jecca Black. They have a primer that I really like. They have this hydrating primer. I really like that. But girl, this, I don't know what this is. One, the color, for me, it's always the color, but also the formula. It's kind of gritty, it's kind of oily, and it moves around too much. I don't know how this is supposed to be any, like, how am I supposed to use this, literally. The next product that I'm going to feature is a little too expensive for it to be this boring. And yes, you guys, whatever, Il Masquois, whatever, like the packaging of it. You guys probably see me feature this in my June, I think I got this in June or July. What the palette looks like, the colors are just really dull. They didn't give me, I know these colors look dark, but they're not. Formula, I think, feels really nice, but for it to be so expensive, it's just really a boring palette. It's just a boring palette. That's all, that's it. I probably should have featured the Esmerelda palette. I cannot stand, I think I maybe have given it away, but I got an Esmerelda palette from Boxycharm that deserves to be in this video as well. It's a no. The Iconic London, whatever this is, I'm not sure if it's a blush highlighter palette, contour thing, majiggy bamba, but it's gonna be a no. You didn't give me enough colors for me to actually enjoy it. The blush doesn't look good on me. This one's too light, that one's too light, the other stuff don't work, so we had to add this in this video. Last but not least, yes, the worst, we got through it like a breeze, because literally it's nothing more or nothing less that I can say about these things other than the fact that I just don't like them, and they do not work for me. The BH Cosmetics Illuminating in Ireland. I don't know when this came out. I don't know if this was in a collection or what. Oh, and this is also the highlighter that I used earlier. Maybe you guys like what it looked like when I put it on, but for me, it's a no. It's too big, like chunky. I don't like highlighters that are real like chunky. I like highlighter formulas to be really fine. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching my best and worst Boxycharm products. Comment down below which of the few were you surprised by. Comment down below, let me know if you remember any of these products, so on and so forth. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the post notification bell so you can be a part of the